Welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into Great Depression, which was a huge economic mess. This economic crisis started from 1929 to 1939. It all started in the United States and then spread like wildfire to other countries and causing a massive global economic crisis. It was a tough time for everyone and the effects were felt far and wide. Let's take a closer look at what were the causes and the effects of this Great Depression. In this video, we will explore the causes, effects, and the lessons learned from this historic economic crisis. So, let's jump right in. The Great Depression had multiple causes. Let's talk about the first one. Picture this. It's 1929 and the things were booming in the US. The economy is on fire and everyone was making money moves in stock market. But then, out of nowhere, the stock market comes crashing down like a ton of bricks. This is what we call the stock market crash of 1929, aka Black Tuesday, which was in October 29, 1929. It was a big blow to investor confidence, and the people lost a whole lot of Dow in just one day. But the impact didn't stop there. The stock market crash set off a chain reaction of events that caused the Great Depression to spread like a contagious cold. The second reason was oversupply of goods and decline in consumer spending. In the roaring 20s, the US experienced a surge in industrial production, but the demand for goods lagged behind the supply, and this resulted in excess goods, leading to a widespread unemployment, reduced wages, and a decline in consumer spending. Fear of economic instability caused people to cut back on spending, exacerbating the Great Depression. It was a challenging time for the economy for the individuals who were struggling to make ends meet. So, what's the lesson learned? Too much of a good thing can turn sour quickly. Another noteworthy reason was protectionist policies. Back in the 1920s, countries like US implemented protectionist policies to safeguard their domestic industries. But these policies actually led to a reduction in international trade. As countries traded less with each other, this decline in trade resulting in reduced demands for goods and services and leading to layoffs, reduced wages, and further economic contraction. So, lesson learned, protectionist policies can have unintended consequences and can impact the economy overall negatively. Oh, lastly, the banking drama. Brace yourselves because it's the another part of the Great Depression saga. Back in the day, the banking system faced its own sets of issues. First, there was a lack of regulation, which meant banks were playing fast and loose with their practices. But that's not all. The failure of banks was like a domino effect. As the banks failed, people lost their hard earned savings. It was a heartbreaking blow to many Americans who had trusted the banks to keep with their savings. Were left in financial ruin and were struggling to survive. Now let's come to the effects. The effects of the Great Depression were nothing short of catastrophic. This dark period in the history left a trail of devastation in its wake. Let's take a closer look at some of the profound impacts it had. Unemployment rates skyrocketed as businesses closed their doors and workers were laid off in droves. Millions of people found themselves without a job and were struggling to make their ends meet. Poverty and homelessness were rampant, and because families were losing their homes and struggling to put food on the table. The economic downturn also had far reaching social impacts. Crime rates increased because people were desperate for the basic necessities. Mental health issues escalated with the stress and uncertainty of the economic crisis. These situations were taking a toll on people's well being. It was a dark chapter in the history that left scars that lasted for years. The effects of the Great Depression were far reaching, impacting not only the economy but also the social fabric of communities and the well beings of the individuals and families. The Great Depression was a game changer in economic history. It leaves its mark, and it showed us how risky speculative investments can be and why financial regulation is so crucial. It also showed that the importance of effective government intervention during economic crisis. But that's not all. The Great Depression revealed how interconnected economies are around the world and how international cooperation can be the key in tackling economic challenges. It was a wake up call that had profound effects on societies worldwide. So let's take this moment to remember the valuable lessons it taught us about the sound economic policies, regulations, and cooperations among the nations. Thanks for joining us on this eye opening journey through economic history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos on economics. Until next time.